same-game parlay can look perfect before kickoff and still be one of the worst bets on the board. The dangerous part is that most bad same-game parlays do not look reckless. The legs seem connected. The favorite should win, the quarterback should throw well, the receiver should clear his yardage line, and the game should go over. On paper, it feels like one clear story. The app then shows a much larger payout, and that number makes the ticket feel smarter than a single bet. But every added leg changes two separate things. It changes the chance that the entire story actually happens, and it changes the price the sportsbook is willing to give you for that exact combination. Most bettors keep watching the first number and stop asking what happened to the second one. A same-game parlay is a bet on a specific version of one event. The more legs you add, the narrower that version becomes. A favorite can win without the quarterback throwing for a huge number. The quarterback can throw efficiently without one receiver taking over. The total can go over while the favorite fails to cover. Related outcomes are not interchangeable. Start with the basic math. Imagine two independent bets, each priced at -110. Each price implies a break-even probability of about 52.4%. If you treated them as independent, the combined break-even probability would be roughly 27.4%. 3 identical independent legs would drop that number to about 14.4%. The payout grows because the chance of getting every result shrinks. That calculation is a reference, not a same-game fair price calculator. Outcomes inside one game are connected, so sportsbooks price the whole combination differently. Some books even show dynamic odds as you add selections. A displayed single-leg price is not a promise that it will simply multiply with the next leg. The ticket is being priced as its own position. This is where parlay becomes useful. I use parlay to analyze the entire game story instead of looking at each leg in isolation. It can bring live odds, injuries, lineup news, matchup context, and recent team information into the same read. I can use one AI model for a focused opinion, or compare up to 5 leading models when I want the assumptions challenged from different angles. The live chat lets me ask which leg is actually driving the ticket, and Parlay reflects on previous losses, so the same mistake is not treated as a brand new lesson every time. Before I place an SGP, I use Parlay at parlay.cc to check whether the combined price still makes sense after the game context changes. The first audit is simple. Write down the game script your ticket requires in one sentence. For example, the home favorite controls the game, throws often, the primary receiver sees a full workload, and the pace stays high. That sentence is more important than the colorful bet slip because it tells you how fragile the ticket is. If every leg depends on the same exact chain of events, you do not have 4 independent reasons to bet. You may have one reason repeated 4 times. Now label each leg as a driver, a confirmation, or a decoration. A driver is the part of the script that creates the opportunity. Maybe it is a pace matchup, a coverage weakness, or a team expected to trail. A confirmation supports that idea without requiring an entirely new condition. A decoration is a leg added mainly because it raises the payout or makes the slip look complete. Decorative legs are where many tickets get damaged. They sound reasonable, but if a leg does not add a real analytical edge, it is charging you for another way to lose. The second audit is the marginal payout test. Look at the ticket before the final leg, then add the final leg and compare the new payout with the extra condition you are accepting. Do not ask whether the final leg is likely by itself. Ask whether the added payout compensates you for making the entire ticket depend on it. Suppose a 2-leg ticket returns $200 on a $10 stake. You add a third leg, and the return rises to $320. That sounds like a meaningful improvement until you realize the new leg only adds $120 of potential return while taking away every payout if it misses. The right question is not whether the third leg can win. It is whether that leg is underpriced relative to the way it changes the joint outcome. The third audit is the scenario test. Name 3 ways the game can go differently while some of your original picks still win. Favorite wins, but the lead arrives early and the starters lose volume. The quarterback plays well, but the defense forces short throws and the receiver misses his yardage number. The game goes over, but the points come from the underdog and the favorite fails to cover. If your ticket dies in all 3 scenarios, you are not betting a broad read on the game. You are betting one narrow script. That can be intentional, but the price has to justify it. A high payout ticket is not automatically valuable just because the story is coherent. The fourth audit is the singles comparison. Price the strongest leg by itself. Then price the most convincing 2-leg version. If the SGP only feels attractive after you add a 4th or 5th selection, That is a warning sign. You may be using extra legs to manufacture excitement instead of improving the bet. There's also a practical rule that helps when the app makes the payout look irresistible. Stop adding legs when the new selection is mostly repeating information you already used. If the favorite moneyline already expresses the expected game control, adding a favorite spread may add less information than it appears to. If the receiver over already depends on aggressive passing, adding another receiving over may create a ticket that needs the same good luck twice. The goal is not to eliminate every correlated SGP. Correlation can be the reason to build one. The goal is to know whether the sportsbook is paying you for the relationship or charging you for it. Those are completely different situations. Before kickoff, I want 5 answers. What exact game script does the ticket require? Which leg is the driver? Which leg is only confirmation? What does the final addition pay me for the risk it adds? And which alternate game script would make the ticket fail? If you cannot answer those questions, the bigger payout is doing the thinking for you. A same-game parlay should be the final expression of a researched view, not a pile of picks that happen to share a game. The ticket can look connected and statistically informed while still being priced against you. The slip gets more convincing every time you add a leg, which is why the assumptions deserve more attention than the payout number. Bet responsibly. Treat every parlay as high variance, and understand what has to happen before you pay for the privilege of being right.